Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. And the Chanticleers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So James Madison's offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
To the air. It's straight. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And they'll take over first and 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Collins.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Bridges. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They had this drive going, but they face a second and 15. Wants to throw. It's straight. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The Chanticleers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The shot that clears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Thomas looking to fire. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brewer. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Drake. The short hands, it's Brewer. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Oh, a double pass. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season. So
got some room to run. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the shot that clears line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. After a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last. And it's Brewer. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Dukes are marching down the field. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's straight. Catch in the middle, it's Collins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, James Madison. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense,
looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Thomas back to pass. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Red pass, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Caught in the backfield, it's Collins. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Thomas looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Just enough time to get off one more snap. To the air on 1st down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. The Dukes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
It's complete to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Thomas back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Dukes. The defense. Points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get... Don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's...
There he goes! The 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The shot that clears have pushed it inside the 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Snap in the shotgun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
James Madison, 14. Coastal Carolina, 9.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Drake. Going to try to get it himself. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with a slide.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down with the 44. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the shot to clears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man on the right. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the shot to clears kept his drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Thomas looking to fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And down he goes back at the 3. The Dukes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Thomas back to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The shot that clears, trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Vincent. Touchdown, shot to clear. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. The snap sets up to throw. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal.
Well, that's the right call to go for 2 right there, because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a 3-point game, and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you had gone for 1, your opponent can take the lead with the kick, so nice job there getting it executed.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Just keeps moving. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st down here for the offense. Run the gun. The running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Bridges. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Drake. Finds his man, it's Collins. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Find some fresh air. And they're able to get him down. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Brewer. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nestled just inside that right upright. And we are all tied up here in the waning moments.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT? Or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Complete to the right. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Dukes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one splits the uprights. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.